Okay, I'm super excited today. We're in a really heavy duty shop and gosh, they got a lot going on today.
It makes you a mechanic, man. It does, yeah.
You gotta figure it out.
I mean, you're looking the guy in the eye and you have to fix his truck. Like, he's on the side of the road. I like to play with people when they're like, whoa. Yeah. Like, I'll be like, oh, I have another one at home. You know, this what? That's super cool. I'm excited about that. So yeah, this is one of your guys'.
But super excited because today we're here with Charlie. Man, thank you so much for inviting me out here.
Right on. Nice to finally meet you guys.
Yeah, this is this is amazing.
Yeah, it's two 84-inch Epics with lockers and top hutches.
Holy cow. 288
inches long.
Jeez. I didn't even realize. I thought it was like a Mr. Big, but this is way bigger.
Yep. Yeah, it's 24 inches bigger than a Mr. Big.
Jeez. This is amazing. Well, if you guys aren't familiar, this is Charlie. He has a really good following on TikTok. Yep. But you also do YouTube as well?
Yep, YouTube.
Okay.
Pure diesel repair on both of them.
This is awesome. So it looks like you work on some...
Yeah, they're mostly Caterpillar and Cummins engines, like 15 liter, you know, Class 8 truck engines. They get torn down to bare block, not even like a leftover plug or a bolt or anything. They get torn all the way down and then turned into like this.
Gee, and so you do, wow. So you do all of this in-house?
Yep.
So how long have you had your box here?
I got this in February, but I had one 84 with a locker and then 4 Master Series roll carts before this.
Oh, jeez.
I traded all of it in and did this.
Wow. So you were hurting for something bigger.
Oh, it was bad, dude. It was so bad. Yeah, they discontinued the color that I had, and so I couldn't add on to it shortly after I bought it.
Oh, gotcha.
That was why I did the carts, and then I outgrew that. So
yeah. So did you buy this all at once?
I did. Yep.
Holy cow!
It was they gave me a really good deal with trading everything in. But
did you pick the colors out? I'm guessing.
I did. Yeah, it was a custom order box.
That gold trim.
Yep.
Super nice. I love the LEDs going across.
Oh yeah, I planned on them putting them underneath, but they weren't very bright. You could barely even see them if you put your toe under there. So.
Oh really?
I just stuck them in there, I guess.
I've never seen it before. That looks sweet, though.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing?
This year will be my 25th year professionally, but I've been around it my whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I used to go to work with my dad. My kids are here, but I've been around it my entire life. I don't know how to do anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. You must be pretty good at it because you're doing some awesome work.
So this locker right here is the emptiest piece that I have.
Okay.
This is my room to grow is this side.
Love it.
This is just the Milwaukee vacuum. It's an M18 vacuum.
Does it have pretty good suction?
Yeah, I haven't had it for very long, but CJ cleaned out the car with it and it did a good job. I'm pretty happy with it. I got this to to suck out the counter bore shavings. I'll show you later when we do that. This here is just the large tap and die set. It's a standard thread cleaners, like you've probably seen a bunch of. This got really rusty in a service truck. Air brake service kit, it pulls slack adjusters and stuff off of the big trucks. The air brake bleed the vacuum, little hand pump vacuum, and then taps and dies there. We use microfibers to clean the blocks and stuff. After you wash them, there's no lint. If you get them brand new and try to use them though, it's just covered in lint, so it sucks. So you gotta take them home and wash them first.
Do you, when you make these or put these motors together, is it all just stuff that you're servicing vehicles with, or do you send these
trucks
out?
And equipment, like we'll do like anything, excavators and dozers, any of the big stuff.
Okay. And do you ever send these out to other shops? Or?
Yep, we ship them all over the whole country. We've got them in, Illinois and Missouri and, everywhere, Michigan. Yep.
That's awesome.
These are both power lockers here.
Okay.
This is just a jump pack for the big trucks.
What kind of jump pack is that?
This is a Goodall. I can't remember, but somebody else bought this company, but this thing works good.
Does it?
We're in North Dakota, so
it's gotta work pretty good.
In the wintertime, like nothing starts.
Does it get pretty cold around here?
Yeah, like negative 60. It'll stay 30 below zero for weeks on end.
Oh,
and
no.
like it doesn't come up above 30. It sucks so bad. These are just overflow Milwaukee. My main stuff's in here.
Okay.
These are the older die grinders. They have a newer version. I've got one in here, and the heat gun. I think they could probably do a little better with this. It's not the ticket, but it does work, but it takes a while.
So you're primarily a Milwaukee guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This here is the torsion bar tools for like GM, an air saw, Cornwell.
Oh, okay.
Just for cutting little things. Compression tester. I don't use this stuff very much. We don't do any automotive here.
Oh, okay.
This is the coolant pressure test kit.
Oh, that's a big one.
This one's a Matco, but I can't remember if it's somebody else makes it. Matco rebrands it. Thad's got a snap-on one. I've got the snap-on one for like automotive. He's got the snap-on one for the heavy duty. It works way better.
Oh, really?
Way
okay.
better. Yeah. And then these are just the extra cables and stuff from there. This is just where I keep the overflow, like coats and hats and stuff like that. There's extra Hansen trays in here because I'm going to split this in half and put a 68 in the middle.
No way.
With a top box, a drawer pack, and a overhead.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
Was it a chore to get this all in here?
It actually went together real quick. Leveling it sucked.
Yeah.
That's what you can see here. The floor tapers towards the drain.
Oh, gotcha.
So I had to block it up a little bit, but it's level now.
Gotcha.
It works good. Another power locker. This is where I program ECMs. There's a 12 volt supply right here. And then you hook to your laptop with these cables. And then you can program the ECMs on the trucks. These are the harnesses. Like that'll plug right into the ECM. And then the computer will plug into here. And then we can flash different stuff on there and tune. So in Milwaukee, this is the I think it's 5-inch bandsaw and the skill saw, what are they called? Circular saw.
Does that have much, like pretty good power?
Yeah, this thing's sweet.
Does it?
Yeah, this was actually free with a battery. I bought a 12 amp Forge battery and this came with it.
Oh.
So this is the bore scope. Snap-on bore scope.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the one that like detaches?
Yep,
Okay.
that's cordless. I wish it did the angle thing that the newer ones do. That'd be sweet. Some drill bits, the Norseman. These are good drill bits. I have a drill doctor, so these are really old.
Okay.
And I just keep sharpening them. They've
Awesome.
done a good job.
That's the way to do it with the drill doctor.
It is, man.
For
It's
sure.
so nice. Do you have the 500 or the 750? Do you know?
I couldn't tell you. Yeah.
It's one of them goes up to 3/4. I can't remember, but they do a good job.
Yeah, they do.
I got this idea off the McLaren, the Ferrari guy that you went to. Just shoving all of his little burrs and stuff into the foam.
That's perfect.
Yeah. QRT, they make these zip tie holders. And
Nice.
so I keep zip ties in there. There's more over here, but
You say QRT? I've
yeah,
never heard
QRT. They're let's see, this company. This company right here.
that. Oh, really? Huh.
They're pretty cool. The owner's name's Jeff, and when I got this, all my organizers are all brand new with the
Okay.
Toolbox. And he reached out and was like, "Hey, this is what I do," and I just ordered like all of his stuff.
Wow, that's
like
awesome.
the brake clean holder and the tub of towels and the torch holders and stuff up there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. All my ratchets and stuff like that. It's, Milwaukee, these are just engine blankets. It's a nice clean place to keep them. And they're covering it up overnight.
Oh, nice.
Batteries and the little stuff like that. This is also kind of cool. This plugs into the harnesses for tuning the ECMs. You can put a Milwaukee battery on it and power up the ECM if you're not near the 12 volt source here.
Oh, wow. Kind of like a portable
Yep.
power supply?
And the cool thing is they just put the connector on it to plug right into their harness as a custom truck
Wow.
brand. The Milwaukee angle drill, the 1/4-inch high speed, and the pass-through,
Oh,
the
the pass-through.
insider.
You like the pass-through?
Yeah, dude, it's fast.
Is it
It's
really?
way fast, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I just got this like 2 weeks ago.
So that's faster than like the high speed?
I couldn't tell you if it's any faster, but either way, it is fast.
That's sweet.
Here's my my main tools that I use.
Holy cow.
I do have the 14.4 just because the rocker trigger that everybody talks about. We when we're cleaning like the threads and stuff out of the holes, it's nice to just like run them in and right out without having to switch anything. 1/2-inch high torque, 18 1/2-inch drill. This one's the bit driver, 18. This is the newer, I don't know if it's a Gen 2 or what, but this is the updated version of the die grinders that are over here. Power settings are on the back. This was their solution because those other things sucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I've got a couple videos where I just full bore and I could just grab it and stop it with my hands.
No way.
Yeah, they're junk. But this is man, I think they even say this is like almost a horsepower, 1 horsepower.
No kidding.
Yeah. It might be 3/4 or something like that. But the M12 bit driver, the 1/4-inch M12 drill. That's a 1/2-inch chuck, so that's sweet.
Yeah.
And the 550 torque M12 here.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, these things are sweet.
Looks like you have a lot of Milwaukee cordless. Do you get all the other trucks out here? Like
Yeah, we get Snap-on, Cornwell, Mac, and Matco here.
All of them?
Yep.
Wow.
And then we have a Ace Hardware right where you stayed, and they have a whole line of the Milwaukee stuff.
Oh man, that's sweet.
So I did have a lot of Snap-on electric, but I gave them to the boys here where they tear the engines down, and then I just kind of slowly started filling my Milwaukee stuff in.
Do you have a truck that you love going? I mean, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Snap-on,
Snap-on. Obviously, I've got a lot of Snap-on tools, but our Snap-on, we don't have a bad dealer, dude. Our
Really?
dealers are so good, especially like our Snap-on and our Cornwell and Matt. I mean, they're all good.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
really cool to hear. I think it's fairly uncommon. to
Yeah,
have.
I hear like being on social media, you know, I hear people Snap-on doesn't warranty anything and like that. I've never had not one single rejection. I just like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's crazy. These are the flexible lights that Snap-on has. This one's sweet because it has the UV.
Whoa.
That is a very good UV if you got the dye in anything. This one works really good. I wish I could buy just this.
Huh. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh, it has a regular light too.
Yeah, yep.
Wow.
I use these for when I'm doing the counter bores because I can flex it up and down in the cylinder bore and then see everything really well. 6 bay or whatever charger.
That's a huge...
M12 here and 18 here.
Huh. That fits perfect in there.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. I like that. That is the M18 staple gun. We'll balance people's kits for them if they buy like an overhaul kit.
Okay.
And then we build a crate for them and ship it off. So that's what we use for doing that. A couple little lights here. That one's a stream light and that's a UV light.
Okay. Is the ProTech your go-to?
No, this one right here is my go-to. I love Stinger. This thing. It's good and worn out, but
yeah,
I have it on
going.
Me every day. This drawer here is just for like cleaning. These are gun cleaning kits for going through the oil rifles on the blocks. You can clean out all the oil passages and everything when they come out of the hot tank.
You guys have a hot tank in here?
Not yet. The hot tank will be here in just a couple months though.
No
They're
way.
built to order. So taps and dies, extractors, helicoils, stuff like that. The Walton tap extractors. I just used one the other day and got a tap out for the new guy. He broke a tap off. And they just pull them right out.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of hit and miss. I have great luck with these, and there's people out there like those don't work and stuff. I haven't had it not work yet, so.
That's cool to hear that it worked out for you.
Yeah, that was way worth it. The Snap-on extractor set and the Matco one, left-hand drill bits here, some more easy outs.
Nice. This is like the drawer you don't want to be in.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. You get pretty good at it after a while,
Yeah.
though. Yeah. Some hole saws. This is a helicoil, the whole set, so it's just got everything in there.
Oh, whoa. That's an amazing set.
Yeah. Yeah, that was on the TikTok shop, and they're stainless.
Sorry, what are the attachments in there? Like these guys, what are those?
That's the driver for the helicoil. You'll put the helicoil on it and you can just spin them in.
Okay.
But that's this locker here. These are Snap-on microfibers. That was a promo there.
Wow, it's a whole like roll of microfibers?
Yeah, you just pull them off of there.
No way.
Like paper towels. This is a stethoscope, but while I was cleaning my toolbox, I shut the door and it swung out right here and it broke it.
No.
Yeah, so there's the other end of it.
So with this being a relatively small town, do you
Yep.
guys have a Harbor Freight nearby?
We don't. We just got a Harbor Freight an hour away from here.
Okay.
Before that, it was in Bismarck, so it was 6 hours of drive time. You know, 3 there and 3 back.
Gotcha.
So that's there's a little bit of like icon stuff, but it's new. Like I've never had access to a Harbor Freight, so
Gotcha.
this is where I keep my sockets.
Okay.
I got the Hansen trays. They're the triple row, so they got the deep, the semi-deep, and the shallow. I've never used semi-deep before until recently. So I don't have very many of the semi-deeps in here, but
Holy cow.
but I wanted to expand with the semi-deep, so that's why I did it this way.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah, this is just the bigger stuff back here. I don't necessarily use too much of that anymore. Just now that I don't do the equipment and the truck work, the engines don't have it. But all of this stuff does, you know. I use this all the time.
So you use primarily, looks like standard
It's all. I've got red in both. I know where everything is, so it's pretty easy. The metrics right here and the standards right there.
Gotcha. It makes it look so good when it's all one color.
Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah, there's these are the icons. Or no, those are the snap-ons. These ones are the icons. And I haven't had too much use on them, but they seem to be doing all right. The semi-deeps. It's hard to find. It's hard to find semi-deeps in like 12-point impact. So I got 6-point impact, 12-point impact. But I'll keep looking. There's probably something out there with GP or Expert or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's my plan, is just filling in all the semi-deep rows.
So is it primarily snap-on in here then?
There's a little bit of, I mean, these are some of my first sockets when I was younger. These are Craftsman 12 points.
Okay.
And there's not very much 12-point on these, but there is some.
Really? I love this drawer configuration where it's all...
So these are called KERNs, the snap-on, the box. And so there's no, I didn't want the triple bank because I wanted the long drawers. So
that's so nice.
They're, I don't really see too many of these on the truck. I've ordered 3 now, my first one and then these 2. And but it's nice to have the full drawers without the divider right here.
Yeah. Just having all that space to work with.
Wrench drawer.
Goodness.
It's all red. These are the Ernst organizers. Yeah, this is the snap-on. This is I've had these for like 20 something years. These are non-flank drive.
Okay.
But there is one flank drive in there, right there, or somewhere.
So they've held up pretty good then.
Yep. So this is a gear wrench. I mean, these are some of my earlier wrenches too, and they just seem to be doing all right. I did lose this wrench a while ago, so I just got that replaced. It was missing for like 2 years.
Awesome. It's so awesome to know you have a Mac dealer here.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
we've the Mac Tools franchisee. He has like 2 or 3 trucks in the area.
Really?
Yeah. So they pass here all the time. Ratchet wrench on one side.
Oh, nice. What's this guy? Is this
that's a little palm ratchet.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's reversible right here. That's kind of nice. That's good for when you just have to like reach down in somewhere and you don't really have much access. Just kind of ratchet something loose. These are the Vim tools off the Matco truck.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're Vim. They came in a black and green foam case.
Yeah. Do you use those quite a bit?
No, I've used the 10 millimeter. It's nice to kick it up like that and just kind of use it as a little finger ratchet, or wrench, I mean.
So are these motors primarily metric or standard, or is it?
These are all standard here, but the newer Cummins and Detroits are all metric.
Okay.
The Cummins that's on the end down here, it's old enough that it's all standard.
Oh, so they're moving to metric then?
They are moving to metric, yep. The reason why I wanted to do these semi-deeps is because now the newer engines, they have so many like harnesses and stuff on them that the bolts will actually have like the head of the bolt on it with a stud on the other side of it. And sometimes you can't get a shallow over that stud. And then a deep socket would be too long, so the semi-deep does come in handy on the newer stuff.
That makes sense.
So that was the reason for expanding that drawer there. This one here is ratchets and extensions. A couple extra wrenches over here.
I love that. I love all the red. It's so nice.
Man, I love the red. It seems pretty cool. This is actually not mine. We just hired a new guy that doesn't have a toolbox yet to clean tools, and so he keeps it right here.
Nice.
Yeah. My go-to ratchet. This is my first ratchet I ever bought with my own money, and I did have it warranted once, but it's almost worn out.
Is it?
There's like nothing left in there.
And you say these are QRT?
Yep, these are all QRT. They're made in the USA. His name's Jeff. He sent this, and I was like, heck yeah, I'll put it in there. Why not?
So, are they magnetic on the bottom?
They are.
Oh,
yep.
cool.
They're really strong magnets too. They kind of slide into place.
Yeah.
These are made by Link. And they're just locking little drivers here, and they got the extensions and stuff too. But that's pretty neat, so you don't drop stuff down in the engines.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be really handy on these guys.
Yeah, this is nice for adjusting the overheads, like when you're adjusting the valves. Just having a socket on there that doesn't fall off or anything. And this here is a pass-through ratchet.
What?
So you can put a 9/16 socket on here, and then I'll show you right here. You can run this down so you can adjust your valve and then lock the jam nut.
Ah, wow. So is that made specifically for that kind of work?
Yep, it is. Just stubbies. These are 3/8 drive. This one's quarter.
So you prefer the snap-on ratchet?
I do, yeah. I guess I can't compare it to anything. I don't have any of the other ones. So
gotcha.
When I was younger, I was doing this with my dad in the shop he worked in. And I was actually making money before I even had a driver's license. So I couldn't go anywhere to buy tools. So I stuck on the tool truck. I had to spend my money on the tool trucks.
That's awesome.
But yeah, they just came out with the standard ones of these.
You're the first person I've seen with those. That's so cool.
I ordered these right when they came out, and they took about 2 weeks to get in.
Okay. Have you used them much?
I've used the 3/4 a couple times, yeah.
Okay.
But this is I've only had these for like a week and a half or 2 weeks.
Gotcha. Do you think they're worth the hype?
Yeah, sometimes they are. If you're impacting, if you have like a bolt that has a nut stuck to the bolt, not necessarily like seized in whatever it is, but when you're impacting and grabbing the other one, that's kind of nice.
That'd be nice with the handle.
Yeah, a lot of these trucks with the bolts that go through the frame rails or suspension and stuff, they have a bolt with a nut on it, and it just locks on there. These things are kind of spendy. They're the 1/4 inch swivel sockets, and then I've seen these on your channel too. These are the extra shallow ones.
Oh yeah, kind of pass through as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I always wondered why they're so expensive, but they're so nice.
They are. I think I can't remember if it's Tecton or something like that. They have a set of these now that's like a 1/4 of the cost of these, and they're supposed to be awesome. I want to get my kids into buying. You know, this was a very expensive way to do this. And now that there's more options, like internet, when I started doing this, there wasn't internet. So
get on the Amazon.
Yeah. This is just pliers. I really like the Knipex pliers and the Snap-on pliers. I'm a big fan of those.
Are these the Snap-on organizers here?
These are, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. This is the 36 inch, and that's the 30. These are my go-to for needle nose.
Okay.
And then these things just got a lot of clamping force on them, like when you're using them. So that's a really good plier to use.
Those are like the high leverage ones?
Yep, the high leverage ones. I think there's a video like where the guy can like hang himself. He puts a rubber band around it, and it'll hold his body weight when he lifts himself up. Flush cuts for zip ties. These are the smooth jaw.
Okay.
I kind of messed up, and I bought these off the Matco truck. These are Knipex, and so they got the logo on them, and you can get them warranted anywhere if they don't have that logo on them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it'd be nice if if you're going to do it, you can get them on Amazon or something like that.
Well, we got a good Matco dealer.
Yeah, he's here they don't ever skip anything, so they let us know weeks in advance if they're not going to be here.
I like this angled flush cut though. That's
nice when you got to cut them like straight on like that.
Yeah.
And you don't have room to come in from the other way. As far as the wiring stuff goes, there's not a better wire plier out than these Snap-on ones, man. These, they're just being able to crimp at the very front rather than up in the channel here.
So are you typically splicing using butt connectors or solder?
I build a lot of harnesses, jump harnesses from like, I'll show you here in a little bit, but so I solder everything, but we do use butt connectors like when we repair lights and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I do have the bigger set of these at my house. I should have brought them, but I can't remember what's the other company that Snap-on?
Baco.
Baco, yeah. Baco makes these.
Lifesavers when you need them.
Yeah. Yeah, the harder you push down on them, the harder they bite. So you're not relying on your grip, you're relying on the force you're applying. The electrical disconnect, the acerts, the engines like this, they have these plugs on the top, like up right there.
Okay.
And it's nice to grab these, like pinch those little things like that, and then you just pull them out.
Wow, that would save your fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's not bad because it's brand new, but when they come in years and years of use.
I imagine all that crust all over them.
Wire strippers, and those are pretty nice. There's a lot of people that don't really like these, but this is an old set, and they work every time for me.
I think I have that same set. It's a tool age.
Does yours work good?
It works great.
Yeah, mine too.
I love it.
Yeah. The Deutsch crimpers for the pins.
Okay.
And then this is the snap ring, the Snap-on snap ring set.
Oh, you got foam around it. That's cool.
This actually came in a hard case it's just up top up there. So I just pulled the foam out and stuck in here, but they're the quick change.
Okay.
I have had them come undone though, because sometimes you need to put force on it.
Oh.
And when you're squeezing, you're pushing that button in. So but you get used to it after a little while.
Is this, looks like a clamp pliers?
Yep. Some of the Daimler Chryslers, they have Detroit engines and stuff in the Freightliners. They have that style on their radiator hoses and stuff.
Like I've seen these, but never this style.
This one that's off the Snap-on truck, I think.
Like super robust.
I can't remember which one.
Yeah, that one looks like Snap-on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, they both work good. That's
kind of cool that this comes off just like the front versus like this is like a pistol.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of cool. These things are a pain in the butt. They will pinch your fingers so bad, but the axle shafts on these have a little cone washer that has a split in it. I think some of the older ones did too, but you'll bite that just right and it'll spread it enough and you can pull them out, but when it slips off, your fingers are in there and it closes. It's so bad. No. Throw them away. Don't. Right here is my torque drawer.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Look at that bad boy. Holy cow.
This is the tech angle, and this one is the click style.
Do you have to use this pretty often?
Yep. All the head bolts on these are torque angle now, but they used to go to 330 to 350 foot-pounds. They just updated it now. They end up like 400, 410.
Holy cow.
That's the inch-pound dial one. I guess I heard they discontinued this, or they're going to, but they've had these out forever. I don't know why they would.
Do you have to use that one much?
Yep, when you're doing some of the little stuff on the overhead, adjusting some of the valves are in inch-pounds.
Okay.
I also have the electronic, one of these is the screwdriver. That one there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that does like inch ounces and everything.
Really?
Yep. That's good for scopes on guns. This one is it's a 1/4 inch torque wrench with a 3/8 head on it.
That's handy.
Yep. This one does tech angle also. Or torque angle, I guess. That one's the torque angle. This one is the standard click style.
Okay.
And then same thing with the quarters. These, just being that we do straight engines here, I check them daily on the torque tester.
Whoa, that's cool. You can buy that?
Yep.
No
yep,
way.
that's a snap-on part number.
So do you ever have to get that?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
I plan on getting another one so that while this one's out, I can have another one here because we use it so often.
That's amazing. It makes sense when you're building all these motors.
Yeah, I mean, if there's ever like a warranty claim or whatever, they can't be like, well, did you torque it? And then you can be like, yeah, there's cameras here. You can watch me torque it. And then is your stuff calibrated? And it's like, here's a check right here. You know,
that's
so
awesome.
Kind of helps you out.
When you're torquing these, like the head bolts,
I
guess these are heavy enough, they're not going to like move.
No, every once in a while you can get them spin. Yep. So what you do is you just grab a pair of vice grips and you clamp right here.
Oh, okay.
And then you pull on it.
Gotcha.
I built a set of these one time that I thought it'd be nice if they had wheels on it. Terrible idea. Terrible idea.
Oh, yeah.
This one is just pullers and some of the bigger pipe wrench stuff here.
Gee, that's a monster back there.
Yeah. I used to do a lot of like oil field work, like trailers and stuff like that, and they got like big 4-inch couplings and API heads and stuff, so that was nice to have. I don't use it much anymore. This is the 3-jaw. This is spring-loaded. Well, it's all the way caged right now, but anyway. So when you put it together, it's spring-loaded in.
No way.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So like if you got something you need to pull off, you're able to push it on, and it kind of slides over it, and then grabs it.
So you're not doing like the Jenga, hold it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And this one here is this is the smaller slide hammer one. So you just put whatever like attachments you need in there, and then you got the slide hammer stuff to get them out. Some of the rear main seals on these, you can just drill a hole, taper screw of some kind, and then you can bite it and slide out your seals. Just some cheaper pullers from the past. This little thing comes in handy if any of you guys do truck brakes. This presses out the pins on a slack adjuster. They get seized in there and they're super hard to get out. That's an OTC tool.
I guys seen some use.
Yeah, and it just pushes them right through. I don't know what this is. I found it on the road, and I have no idea what it is. I could look it up probably. Kind of weird. So that's not going to get used. 25 years doing this, I never needed it.
So what is this guy?
This is a axle rethreader. So it goes up to, I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 inches, but you just got the teeth here, and then you can change out each die.
Oh, nice.
And when you put it over it, you can run around and rethread them.
Does that work pretty well?
It does. It's not. I mean, it's more just getting it maybe repaired for the last use, but because they are replaceable, you can call somebody to come out, they'll cut it off and replace them. This is just an old bit set, and the large taps dies.
A wooden box. Whoa.
Yeah, that's kind of nice to have. I think I needed one once or something like that on a service call.
So you have to do a lot of service calls?
Not anymore, but I was in a service truck for 8 years.
Oh, no way.
So
in this area?
Yep.
Yeah, so you had to do this like in the winter?
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, I was working on equipment and big like 850K dozers and 627 scrapers and stuff. It was interesting. I mean, it's just as anything from just getting the machine started to, I mean, getting them to move is hard. I've had excavators that are literally frozen to the ground. They won't move because they're frozen to the ground.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, one of them, the sprocket segments were so stripped out that it was just jumping the chain and it wouldn't move.
Not sound fun.
There's not much, there's a little bit of space left in this drawer.
Okay.
But, you know, I just got this thing. It's not all the way full yet.
I love that.
I use this all the time. It's a gasket punch set. Punching out the holes when you make gaskets if you need to. The impact driver set from Snap-on, like screwdriver that you smack. These are large Allens.
Oh, nice.
Like get that. See, that's a bad part about a service truck. These are like little hole saws, little carbide tipped hole saws.
Yeah.
I do have the bigger set of these at home, and the U-joint puller and the yoke puller here. This is specifically for the big trucks. So it just comes with the blocks. You put it onto the yoke, and then your bolts, and then your press here, and it just pulls them right off.
Looks heavy duty.
It is, yeah. That's actually been used by everybody. Like
really?
Everybody borrows it. That is a nutsert installer. I bought it and used it just to mount that torque tester.
Oh, okay. I love how much room there is in that drawer.
Yeah,
Oh, my
yeah. I got a
goodness.
little bit of room to grow, but I'm about to start taking on PACCAR engines, and which is a whole nother line of tools that you got to have.
Really?
So I'm going to split this and put a 68 in the middle.
Like just going, like we're not even, like, I can't believe you said 4 roll carts and then,
that roll cart, that yellow one that you see down there, I have
Okay,
4
yeah.
of those.
like just, I was thinking like full bank, like.
No.
Holy cow.
So the Hansen trays, they fit sockets well.
Uh-huh.
But these are the ones that you couldn't use the trays on, so you know, these are all Allens. This has got 2 of them Blue Point sets in here.
Oh, this looks sweet.
Yeah, this is cool. I was able to buy these off the Mack truck, just the trays, not the tools.
Oh, they fit perfect in here.
Yeah, that's for a starter on these big trucks. These are for the U-joints.
Okay.
Getting the caps off. Yeah, like this is just stuff that you can't really fit on the Hansen trays, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, these trays, man.
Yeah, I've got a few more. But these were specifically just because I don't have any room right here, and they were shallow enough.
Gotcha.
I watched your organizing video where, dude, that was a lot of work you did.
Oh, it was a lot.
You did reorganize your toolbox like 15 times.
Yeah, it was real.
I can only imagine. This is just paperwork, and there's nothing in there.
Okay.
This is like the carbide scrapers and normal scrapers. And everything in here is green. I didn't really plan on that. It just kind of ended up that way.
I love these inserts.
Yeah, these are kind of cool. Yeah, this was off. I got these from the Cornwell truck.
Okay.
He has really good promo deals. So every once in a while you can get this stuff for whatever. You can get it on Amazon if you buy something else or whatever.
Do these carbide scrapers work pretty good?
These 2 are the same. This was just the longer set. Sometimes when you're doing, you can rebuild these engines in the frame. It's called doing an in-frame. And so sometimes you can use the longer ones and reach down in there and scrape off your gaskets and stuff. This is a really good set from Mack. He had this on a promo once, but the only thing I don't like, I actually cut all the little keepers off because you cannot get these tools out of here.
Oh.
Like, yeah, you can't get that stuff out of there. So that kind of does suck, but it's kind of nice. Yeah. I bought it. I might as well have it.
Yeah.
Hammer or punches and chisels and stuff like that. These are the dies for, these are your letters, 26 letters in here, and these are your numbers.
Okay. So you have to, like, I guess.
Yeah, we serialize all the blocks, and they got numbers, their serial numbers and our work order numbers on them.
Okay.
And then some blocks don't allow you to have enough room for the bigger ones. So here's the smaller set. Okay. They're like little 1/4-inch letters and numbers. Huh. That's just what I used for getting some kingpins out a while ago. It takes a beating. This is the center, the hole finder, the center finder. Not sure what they're called.
Oh yeah.
But they go, can find the center of a hole and transfer punch. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a big set. Holy cow.
Yeah, it goes all the way up to even bigger than that. Mostly for building gaskets when you need it. That's at least what I use it for. These here are little seal drivers or bearing drivers.
Whoa!
They They work really good out here on the big surface, but I can't really get them to work too well on the, just because the radius doesn't follow the size perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get it to work. It's just not the cat's pajamas there. We do use a lot of brass, you know, like when we're punching stuff that can't be damaged. We use these all the time. Air hammer attachments. I'd also, not really many places I can use an air hammer on these, so they don't get used as much.
What's the turnaround time on these motors?
About 10 days if all the parts are here.
Really?
So we can knock them out in about 10 days.
Do you do the machining and stuff in-house?
The counterboard machining. We send them out to get big stuff done.
Okay.
I can show you more about that here soon. Hammers, mostly just the snap-on hammers. I do have a couple of the Stanley Black, well, these are the Mac ones, but that's the 56 ounce right there.
That's a big guy.
Yeah. I think Ryan Mullen had that one too.
I love this one here.
Yeah, this one? Yeah. I wanted to start to get into body work.
Okay.
And so I started buying some of the little dies and stuff. I never did.
Gotcha.
But I do want to learn it. That's something you got to be good at. Here is, I use these all the time. I like to keep them in their case, and there's nowhere else I can really put it. The micrometers for mic and everything. I've got these. These are the calibration tools that are hanging up there.
Oh, yeah. You have to use those a lot?
All the like every day.
Really?
Laser thermometer. I got this on Amazon. Not the batteries, but I got the case on Amazon for torque wrenches.
Yeah, I guess you have a lot of torque wrenches, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and some of the digital calipers and stuff.
I never really thought about something like that. That's genius.
Yeah, I made a little one here in the corner too for my rechargeable batteries.
Oh, yeah.
For other things. This is the Tap 1 anchor pin set from Snap-on. That takes out their drum brakes, and they got the anchor pins there.
Okay.
That presses that out. This set got really rusty too, but that's a bearing driver set. These are the little Dremel tools, but for carbide burrs. One of them's straight and one of them's 90 degree. Sometimes when you have to extract stuff, those are kind of handy. That's the hand soap that we use here. We all have a few of these, but it doesn't have any pumice in it. So Cummins did a failure analysis, and they traced back to where the failures were coming from, and it was a shop. It was one of their own shops that had pumice in their hand soap.
No way.
Yep.
Holy cow. What are the chances of that?
Yeah, it's on their quick serve. You can go into the training and read all about it under the national overhaul warranty.
You mentioned like tools in the service truck. What did you prefer, service truck work over shop work, or?
I made a lot more money in the service truck, and it was just like it makes you a mechanic, man. It does, yeah.
You got to figure it out.
I mean, you're looking the guy in the eye, and you have to fix his truck. Like, he's on the side of the road, and he's counting on you every time. So it does make you a good mechanic.
And then real quick, what all do you typically keep up here?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like you don't really,
you
don't work up here, I guess.
No, here's mostly the information. I'm actually giving this laptop to one of the other guys.
Okay.
Because I just got this one, and I'm going to put the laptop in the locker up here and just have the monitors out here. Because you can close this and this will stay on.
Oh, okay.
So you can set it to where it'll stay on. Anyway. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look, we're watching some good stuff.
This is a 12-volt source. So when we're programming the ECMs, we can supply power. And this is a DVD writer so that we can give the customers their trim codes and stuff on a CD or a flash drive. Trim codes are the injector codes for these. You have to install them in the computer so the injectors are perfect.
Wow. So why would a customer need those?
Sometimes they'll buy like either a set of injectors from us or something like that, and we'll ship them off to them.
Oh, I see.
And so we'll give them either a CD or a flash drive with the files on it. Thad got this for me, the Snap-on light. He's the other mechanic here. He's like a brother of mine.
Cool.
And so that was just a gift. And these lights up here, these are the little pods. So they come out and they're sweet. They're magnetic.
Oh, nice.
And those are made by Power Probe.
Okay.
They're expensive, but man, they're bright. And they also give off, I don't know the differences in LEDs, but they give off a really like spread LED. Like everything is like perfectly covered in light.
That's nice. So it's not like a beam?
It's not like a beam, and it's also not like a flood. It's just really good. This is the headlamp, the one you put around your head.
Okay.
And that's nice when you're doing the counterboard cutter and you're looking down in the hole. That's pretty sweet.
Those Snap-on lights pretty bright?
Yeah, those are the ones that they come with under the hood, the bar that clamps on there. One of those doesn't work.
Gotcha.
So I got to get it warranted. This here is just information stuff. These are my books. I actually write these and sell these.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You actually put all the information in yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of time put into, there's like 20 years of just notes of doing conversions on these, and just all the part numbers are just quick sheets. You can just pull up one page of everything you need to do like one job.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's got to be super valuable.
Yep, we're working on this one's for the Cat, and we're working on the Cummins one, a Cat mechanical, which is like the older Cat engines, and then the Detroit's.
How does somebody, like, say they're looking at this and like
they can email broken Cummins at puredieselrepair.com.
Okay.
And we can get them set up that way. This is a U-test kit, the test leads for ASU.
Oh, ASE wave.
ASE wave. This is a large dial bore gauge that goes up to 8 inches.
Whoa.
This is a diagnostic computer, just like this here. It's just a tough book. Oh, that's a hammer drill for concrete, putting these studs in the concrete. There used to be a 4-post lift here.
Oh, okay.
Or no, it was a 2-post lift, sorry.
2-post, okay.
2-post.
Huh. That makes sense not to have a...
Yeah, we took it out. It's actually sitting outside in the weather.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we just didn't need it.
And you got the bump box going?
Yeah, Thad has like 10 of these things.
No way.
Yeah, he's got all the Matco ones, all the Snap-on ones. That's the 100-year anniversary one.
Wow. Oh, it's Snap-on.
Yep.
I didn't notice. That's cool.
Yep. And this box here is an identical layout to that one, but this is just this is a big ball joint press that I don't use anymore. This is an even bigger ball joint press that I don't use anymore. AC gauge set. This is the hard case for the snap-on snap ring pliers and the pullers that were in those other drawers.
These are called risers, right? Is that what those?
Top hutches, risers maybe.
These are so convenient to store stuff.
Yeah, I can reach them without laying them flat-footed. So
that is awesome. And you mentioned the AC gauges. Do you do much AC work here?
Yep. Okay. Well, we'll also pull the engines, rebuild them, and then install them again. So, the hoods come off, the radiators come out, all that stuff. So we got an AC machine. This hutch here, this is where I usually pull the cylinder packs apart and do the balancing. I'll balance all the pistons and connecting rods and stuff.
Oh, so you actually work on this one?
Yep.
Oh,
this box came with extra drawer liners. It came with like 10 of them. So I lay 2 of them out in here.
Oh,
and
nice.
That's what I do. That's why it's not scratched. In here, these are the cam installation and removal tools. You just drive them out with a hammer using these. You can pull this one out using the threads, and then you can install them with the top one. The engine that's furthest away has an in-block cam, so the bearings are in the block.
Really? Okay.
And so you'll have to use tools that I'll show you here in a minute to install and remove the camshaft bearings. And you can also use it on the newer heads too. The newer engines are overhead cam.
Okay.
So you can use it there too. Feeler gauges, a magnetic base dial indicator. That's in half thousandths, so it's really accurate. This is my grandpa's torque wrench. That is, if you've ever seen one of these, when you get to a torque, they cam over like that.
What?
I actually have a 1-inch one under there too.
You say you have another one too?
I do. I have a 1-inch.
A 1-inch? No way. What? Holy cow. Wow. That's crazy.
That one hasn't gotten brought out in a long time. That thing is the same style. It's cam over.
Okay.
So just like that mechanism there, just cams over when it gets to.
That's amazing. Is it adjustable? Or?
Yep. Yeah, it's in. There's marks 5. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30, 40, 50, 60.
Whoa.
It's made by Sonnen Products. This was given to my dad in like the early 80s, and it was probably like 30 or 40 years old then.
That's so cool.
So yeah, I've tested it, and it's only like 6 pounds off.
No way.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was like almost all the way collapsed for years.
Really?
Like 30 years. So, and it's only like 6 pounds off. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just being in my grandpa's, and I use torque wrenches every day. I mean, so that's really cool to me.
That is awesome.
I don't want to clean it up. I don't want to restore it or anything.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
it just like that.
Just knowing that he used that. That's cool.
These are straight edges from Matco. I'm not sure the maker of them, but we use those to check the flatness of all the surfaces. This is just a heated lunchbox. and you just plug it in.
Heated lunchbox?
Dude, so nice.
What?
Like 3 or 4 cans of chili and hot dogs in there.
way.
And you have chili cheese dogs. We'll just like pig out on it.
Oh my gosh.
Here. It's like a little crock pot.
That's awesome.
But it will boil water, so it gets
Whoa.
It gets up there. That's sweet. I got that off the TikTok, my fiance's TikTok shop.
That's awesome. And then this scale?
Yep, that's a really accurate scale for weighing the pistons and stuff. We'll remove material out of the inside here to match the pistons.
Okay.
And then we'll also do the connecting rods. I've got a special jig that I made. I'll show you off camera, but it's kind of proprietary to what we do.
Gotcha.
And it just sets us aside from everybody else.
What is this? Are these lights?
I don't have the lights in my lockers yet.
Okay.
And so I set this out so we can stick them up there when we get there.
What?
And, yeah, it's just a snap-on light.
That's they're tiny. They're super shallow. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then you can do 1, 2.
What?
Yeah.
Are they made for stuff like that? Like for?
Nope, they're actually just made for like laying under a truck.
Wow.
Or sticking to whatever you need.
And then one last thing. Is this something back here? What is? Or is this just part of the?
I actually had to ask Gabe what these were. These come with the hutches so that you know where to drill the holes.
Oh.
They just go on the side so you can drill them.
Okay.
And I have them sitting around like, they gave them to me. I don't know what they are.
That's awesome.
So these are piston ring expanders for putting the piston rings on. Gloves and cleaning. This is some lubricants for the Detroits. But doing a lot of work right here. This is where I keep my measuring instruments. And the grip, I just got these grip edge not too long ago.
Have you used them yet?
I broke 2 of them, yep.
Oh, no way.
Yep, right off the bat.
They work?
They do work really well.
Okay.
And I wasn't able to get those bolts out. I had to drill them and extract them. I got this for one reason and one reason only, and I don't think it'll do it. This is the Top-Don Artidag 900. And I wanted to turn some settings off in a GMC Acadia, and I don't think it'll do it, but I don't work on automotive, so that's I will probably never use this again.
Oh, gotcha.
These are sharpening stones it's a nice visual for checking flatness of something, and you just run the stone over it and it'll appear really shiny if there's a high spot.
Oh, okay.
Or it'll appear shiny everywhere else but a low spot. These are for checking the outside diameter and inside diameter of different objects. These are just wobble sockets from Snap-on here. These are more of those trays from the other door, and the inside are Milwaukee sockets.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you have them standard and metric.
Yeah, this is one reason why I'm going to split this and put the 68 in the middle, is just so I can use this space for something else.
Yeah, that's amazing that you need more space.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have very many tools at home. I like to play with people when they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, oh, I have another one at home. You know, there's what? But I don't, you know. It's funny. This is a digital rotor gauge I just needed this for one certain thing. And just because I needed this space in between here, but it zeros reaching around something, it'll zero like that. And this is a 7-inch micrometer, just like the other ones you saw, but that one's bigger. Another magnetic based dial indicator like the one up there. That's also in half thousandths. This one is for a flat surface, and that one's for any surface.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, it has like the bulb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So they're typically not half thousandths.
I don't know if they are. I had to buy the half thousandths gauges, but maybe I ordered the ones that had thousandths, and you might be able to buy them like that too.
I see. Okay.
This is a thermal imager camera.
Do you have to use that often?
Yep, when we're diagnosing like radiators and even like transmissions and bearings and different relays. You can use them for relays, sound deadening headphones, digital caliper. This is a larger digital caliper. This is a dial bore gauge. I use this almost daily.
Do you really?
Yep. That's I'd have to check. I think this is made by Starrett, but it's a Snap-on rebrand. This is a electronic depth gauge. I don't use this very much. I use the manual one here.
Oh, okay. So you prefer like the manual?
I do, yeah. This you can measure like the same thing twice and get 2 different readings, where this is just true. So.
Well, that'd be frustrating.
It is, yeah. This is a setting fixture for like when you're setting up the bits and you're cutting a depth with a inside bore. So you can put the bits in here, and then every one of these is 2 thousandths here because it cuts a circle. So if it cuts a thousandth on this side, goes around, it cuts a thousandth on that side too. So 1 thousandth here cuts 2 thousandths bore. These are the thin feeler gauges for doing the Cummins ISX timing gears. You have to have really narrow ones to do it, or you have to have a stock like this and cut your own.
Oh, I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, I got that all the way to 1/2 thousandth. I mean, it's like there's nothing there.
Huh. Big piece of paper.
Yeah, no, way less. Paper's like 8 to 12 thousandths.
Really?
Yep. So normal feeler gauges. I've got the whole set up here of the ones with the handles, the replaceable.
Okay. Nice.
So I use those all the time.
Do you like those versus just, standard feeler
I
gauges?
do, yeah. So you'll get the feel of those after a little while. It is a little bit different feeling. I guess like I said, I use them like every day. I've got that figured out by now. This is a sled gauge. I can show you when you're checking the liner heights. You want the liner to be protruding above deck by 6 thousandths. We're going to change this here soon, but it will be, like right now this is 3.
Oh, okay.
And cutting the counterbores and installing a shim will raise it to 6. Huh. So that's what that's for. And other things, but that's what we use it for. Digital level. Jeez. There we go.
Okay.
This is how I leveled my box.
Oh,
Putting
okay.
it on the doors and everything, got everything level. It's in 10th degrees.
Okay.
So
this is like super level.
it is, yeah. Yeah, it's sweet. I don't know, is that uncommon? Have you ever seen anybody level their box with wood shims
No,
before?
yeah, I've seen it before.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get so many questions like, why did you put a lift kit on it, or like, what are they for? And it's like, I've seen it all the time, so I thought it was normal.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single concrete slab
Yeah.
that's level. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do need to re-level it because I leveled it and then loaded it,
Oh, okay.
and so like I got a little gap right here that I need to
Gotcha.
lift this part. But a 6-ton jack, that floor jack right there, it won't lift a wheel on this anymore.
No way.
Yep.
Jeez.
It'll lift a locker, but you put it right here and it won't take it up.
Oh man.
Right here is picks and screwdrivers and things like that.
Man.
I do like the foam. I kind of wish I would have gotten this whole thing in foam, but it's too late now. And also, I've checked these, like buying the foam. Dude, so expensive, like empty foam.
Yeah, hundreds.
And I wanted to buy what's the company you had in your organizing where it's got the red and black 2-layer? And I tried to order it, but I couldn't get it here before you came. But I'm going to do both of these next lockers in that foam.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah, that'll be nice.
I just finished organizing, like cutting out a bunch of that stuff. So that's really awesome.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's a little pricey, but I think it's nice stuff. So.
It's like premium stuff.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. Good.
Yeah, I spilled a bunch of acetone all over it. Just it wiped up and it didn't.
Sweet.
Yeah, it didn't cause any
Sweet.
damage.
These are O-ring picks, so you don't hurt the O-rings. The Deutsch release tools, or the electrical release tools, and same thing here. That's all tire repair stuff I haven't used in years. I can give it to the boys probably.
I like those screwdrivers.
Yeah, these are the pearl white ones.
Look at that.
I'm not sure if they're discontinued or something, but I heard that they're hard. I've been offered money for these ones here and my power blue ratchet. Pearl blue.
Oh, your hard handle, yeah.
Yeah, that one. People are like, will you sell that to me? It's like, huh. Yeah. These are the Lang slack adjuster tools that I'll probably give those to the kids too. This is kind of handy for when you're working under dash. It's hard from here to here. This is made by Mac. And then the end of it's
Oh, wow.
adjustable there. This is a 7. I'm actually going to put this in a different drawer. This is for wire, like big wire, like battery cable. If you need to strip like a large section out of it, you just open it up, you shove your battery cable in there, you spin it around, and then when you turn the blade sideways, you just slide it off the end, and it comes right out of there. This is the grip edge. This is the T-handle Torx, and or no, these are the Allen, sorry, and this is the Torx here. I got these from Tex Choice Tools on their website. I think they're in Tennessee, I think. Okay. These are more of the trays that you saw earlier, the expert trays.
Wow. Oh, they have like handles.
Yeah, this is the worst drawer in an EPIQ. This is so shallow that like for an automotive mechanic, I'm sure it's perfect, but like for a heavy duty guy, it's hard to find tools that fit in here. So this worked out really good for me. The Sunex metric and standard crow's feet. These are the line wrench crow's feet. I've never heard of them before, the T&E tools, and they're getting kind of popular because I'm starting to see them all over the place.
Really?
Have you heard of them before? The gear wrench crow's foot set. I don't use these too much anymore, but every once in a while you get like an injector line or something that you need to get on there with that.
Did your other ones have these handles? The ones
Yeah, I took them all off.
Oh, you took them off.
This drawer took a little bit of configuring to get everything to fit right. I had to cut a couple of them and
I see. Okay.
to make it just right. But yeah, they did have the handles on them. A lot of people don't like the Hansen trays because they like to just like pick up like a whole bunch of their sockets at once. It's not really a concern of mine because I work right there every day, so I don't really need to take my stuff anywhere.
And these grip edge, are these like the extractor type?
They are the
like the RPT?
RBRT, RBT, whatever. They are, and so are the ones up here. These are also. These are the thin wrenches.
Oh, wow.
For hydraulics. I've only had to use a couple of them, but just for like when you're jumping into hydraulic spots where you're doing like hydraulic lines, you need to break stuff loose with a different wrench. It's just kind of a backup.
Yeah, a whole stack there.
Yeah, dude, they take up so much. If you were to lay all these out, it takes up like the whole drawer. So it's like that can just go there.
Oh, I like these. Like have a swivel.
Those are Mac. They're line wrench. Then they got a swivel on the one end. So the Cat 3406B models and stuff, they have injector lines that go to the nozzles. And these get on them really good. Right here's my electrical repair and diagnostic drawer. This is a load test cage from Check Engine Chuck on TikTok. Awesome. I've used that thing twice now, and it worked both times. I was able to find the problem with that.
Awesome. Yeah, if you guys don't know, this is like it puts a load on the circuit.
Yep, 4 amps.
That's awesome.
4 amp load. It's funny, it comes with a piece of paper showing how to use it. The first words are, this is essentially a light bulb in a plastic box. Yeah. That's what it says right off the bat. That's exactly what it is.
That's awesome.
And they're really high dollar like leads. They're good stuff. So like I said, 2 times a use on it, and it paid for itself both times. And he's a cool guy. I actually reached out to him when we were doing our book and selling those, because he sells these on TikTok too. And he helped me figure out the shipping and what to use there. So snap-on battery charger. This like repairs. They told me it repairs batteries.
Really? Like
if they're bad. It freaking worked, dude.
No way.
Yeah, I just got it. And that load cart, or that cart over there that we used to start the engines with.
Yeah.
It has 3 junk batteries under there. We've charged them like 50 times, and the first time you start an engine, they'll be dead. And that thing fixed them.
No way.
Yep. When you turn it on, it pops up a screen that says like desulfurizing or something like that, a battery, and then it goes through that process and it fixes it.
Wow, that would pay for itself.
Yeah, one time, dude. Well, two batteries. If it fixes them, then it paid for itself. They're like $350.
That's awesome.
This is just a power probe.
Okay. Do you use that much?
I do. Well, I don't do much electrical anymore, but some side jobs and stuff like that I do. Power probe torch. I also have the snap-on one. I had one of these and I broke it, so I bought a snap-on one, and this is a better torch. These work so much better.
Do they?
Yeah. Amp clamp. That's a Matco Tools amp clamp. This is a way to test a relay, but it's not like the way to test a relay. The multimeter. This is not the one with the Bluetooth or whatever. I think there's a better one than that.
Do you like using that one?
Yeah, I love the screen on it. They're sweet.
It's color too.
Yep, nice bright screen, big letters or numbers. This is a humidity tester for checking humidity. Sometimes when you're diagnosing some of the ECMs and stuff, you need to verify your humidity to what the sensor's reading.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This is just telephone wire. I got a bunch of it here for marking. When you pull off like a whole bunch of hydraulic lines or wires or something like that, you can put a yellow and another yellow where it goes. Oh, okay. A purple and a purple, Yeah. Some test lights there. I got a LED one and a normal bulb one. These are little pin files for checking or cleaning the pins and stuff in electronic connectors. A little battery maintainer. That's what I had before I got that.
Oh, okay. Some
battery testers. Some crimps for the big lugs on the battery cables. This is one that you can just put in there and use your impact. Put a big old lug on the end of a battery. This is a 7-way cleaner for like the plugs on the back of trucks where they plug into the trailers. when I was younger, when I bought this, I had lights on, and I like blew every fuse in the fuse panel. So turn your switches off when you do that. This is similar to a U-test kit, but it's just a test lead set.
Is there a difference between the load testers they have there?
One of them's 24 volt and one's 12.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This has got a little space in it, but it's a little bit of a speed drawer kind of thing. And these are my first set of wrench, well, my first full size set of wrenches, gear wrench. You've got that on one of your videos. That is by far like the best starter set of wrenches to get.
It's crazy good value.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm just going to give them to my boys now that I've got that stuff over there. But these are made by OTC, and these are like 20 years old too, and they've been good pry bars. But I do have the snap-on set also. Yesterday I picked up the Icon 58-inch.
Oh, okay.
But and it doesn't fit in here.
Oh no.
I should have known, but it doesn't fit in here. I'll have to get one of them locker magnets or something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
This is a clutch brake adjustment or a clutch adjustment tool. It's a 1/2 inch wide here and an 1/8 inch wide here.
Okay.
So when you adjust the clutch on the big trucks, you're supposed to have a 1/2 inch gap. You can check it, and then between the forks and the clutch brake or the throwout bearing, you need to have an 1/8.
Oh.
So you can just use it as a go no go gauge. Clutch adjustment tool for this older style. It has a big adjusting ring in there. You pull a bolt out, you put this bolt in, and you can adjust that ring.
What's this guy?
That's actually the caging tool for a clutch. If you remove a clutch, it'll release the springs in it, and it's kind of hard to get back together.
Gotcha.
But if you put that in there and then pull the bolts out, it'll keep the clutch caged.
Oh, I see.
These are some ladies' foots. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but that's what I call them.
Nice.
2 adjustable ones. But I don't know where it went. Somebody must have, maybe not, maybe it got fixed. I grabbed it. Oh yeah, no, it's welded. Mine wasn't welded. And now I have somebody's that is welded, and it's not Thad, so I don't know where this thing came from. This is my welding drawer. Just some vice grips for clamping metals together and stuff.
Those are huge.
Yeah.
Jeez.
These I don't use for welding. Those ones I do, but I've got the snap-on pizza oven over here, and for putting the crank gears on, you have to heat them up in the oven first.
Okay.
So I like to keep these ones clean, and I don't really care about those ones too much. These are TIG welding gloves. They're really thin. Keep those clean also.
Do you have to do a lot of welding here?
Not now, but I used to work at in North Salt Lake at Flying J.
Okay.
By Big West Oil down there, and they would order the Beal trailers without any plumbing underneath them, and then I'd build all the plumbing.
Oh, no way.
So yep, TIG weld aluminum all day, every day. This is a large set of drill bits. There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've only used a couple of these, and for the most part, I get most of the stuff done with the reamers.
Okay.
But yeah, those are kind of nice to have. And wax. Have you ever seen anybody use wax to get nuts and stuff off? Man, we were working on a transmission one time. The yoke nut wouldn't come off. We tried a 1-inch gun. We tried air hammers. We heated it red hot. And this old guy named Gary, he walked up and he said, let that thing cool off for a while. So came down to, it was still kind of hot, and he just put wax on it. And he said, wait a few minutes, and it melted in there. The wax, we hit it with a gun, pulled the nut right off with a little 3/4 inch gun after we've been using a 1-inch gun.
Whoa.
And the wax had went through the threads and down the splines of the yoke.
No way.
It pulled it in just like solder on a copper tube.
I feel like I've seen like people try to use crayons. And stuff.
Crayons, same thing.
No way.
You can buy this for canning. You can get it at any grocery store by the canning stuff.
Huh.
But yeah, I witnessed it myself that day, and I've used it so many times.
Really?
Yep. Everybody here, we use it too.
That's so cool to know that it works.
Yep, it does.
Because you never know when you're like watching something on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, like, having a white box and you're working on like.
Like I said, it doesn't get dirty in here. It gets
Okay.
a little messy with boxes and stuff like that, but for the most part, we stay clean.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's nice. This is really clean work. It's really fun.
That's awesome.
You will get dirty when you tear them down. I mean, they come in, I can show you later, but they're just really messy.
Gotcha.
So we usually do that on the far side of the shop.
Oh, okay.
And Yeah, I've only cleaned this twice. I cleaned it when I put it together and got all fingerprints off of it, and yesterday.
No way.
Yep. Does stay clean. I like it. My other one was Sierra Ice, and I only cleaned, in like the 10 years that I had that box, I only cleaned it like 5 times.
No way.
You couldn't even see fingerprints on it.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like a champagne tan, kind of in between a gray and a tan.
Okay.
It was sweet. Lockout kit. These are some plates I made a long time ago for holding the rear boxes together on transmissions when they need to be in time, so you can cage them and keep them in time when you pull the rear sections off. I have a couple different sets, but I made those ones. This is just a AC kit, all your AC O-rings and Schrader valves and things like that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
So nice. Up here I have it's a snap-on tool that, oh sorry, I can't remember, it's down here. But you can replace the Schrader valve with the Freon still in the system.
Okay, yeah.
I've seen it on your channel before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always see guys that, they just have bags full of different, This is so much better.
This is one part number. That's the part number for this whole kit. You can get it from Kenworth.
That sounds expensive if it's from Kenworth.
Yeah, I think it was $200.
Okay,
so.
That's not too bad.
Some polishing stuff. This is my drill doctor. And like you said earlier, man, these things are sweet. 110 grinder and some discs. This is for suction cupping to windshields.
Gotcha. And so the drill doctor, I guess if people haven't, because I haven't seen that in very many boxes. It's just, you can sharpen just about any drill bit.
Yeah, it works so good.
That's awesome.
And the people that, they're like, hey man, I have one that doesn't work very good. You do have to adjust them. The instructions come with it. You can adjust it to where it's indexed correctly. Because if it's not, they probably wouldn't sharpen correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
So that one's set. It was set when I got it. I never had to change anything, but.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel guilty,
No.
Just.
That thing saves so much money. Like if you had to buy or get warranted those drill bits all the time, man, it's time consuming.
Yeah.
Air tools, I really don't use too many air tools. I do use the die grinders for cleaning up some of the blocks and things like that, but pretty much moved to electric. This thing, it worked really good at first, and then one day it just quit working, so I sent it off to get rebuilt, and now it's just kind of mediocre. It's all right. Matco air drill, it's super loud. So loud.
Is it?
Yeah. I love in your videos, you're like, man, does your air hammer hit good?
Yeah,
and everybody's like, it's so good. It doesn't matter what kind of air hammer it is, they're always like, it's the best there is. It's so funny. This thing is hammered, but it works good.
Does it? Is that the snap-on?
Yeah,
okay.
It's been, sometimes when you're doing like weird stuff that you shouldn't be doing, you'll get it like wedged into places, and it's pretty beat, but it works great. Lots of carbide burrs and cleaning stuff like that. This we use a lot for cleaning the lower bores with this here, for cleaning down in here where the liner O-rings seal.
Okay.
Get all any dirt and stuff out of there, and then it's like a non-abrasive cleaning, kind of like one of them plastic roll-lock things with the fingers.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of nice.
That's interesting.
But this is the 1 horsepower.
Oh, okay. So that's got some power.
Or actually, there's 2. It's the bigger one of the 2.
Okay.
I can't remember if it's 1 or not, but that's a little butterfly.
Oh, well, oh, it's tiny.
Yep, 1/4 inch. It's called the butterfly. I think it says butterfly on it.
Look
Baby
at that.
butterfly.
Huh.
Mac tools. And the little 2-inch grinder. I pulled the fitting out of it, but
Gotcha.
This is a needle scaler for getting the rust off of everything when they come in. Some of these come with, we call them a diaper, but it's an insulation on the side of the engine, and it makes them really rusty, so that'll get it all off.
Yeah, that guy's seen some stuff.
Yeah, these 3/4 guns work super good.
Do they?
Yeah, I got 2 of them. Like when I had my shop, just so many people would borrow it that when I needed it, I needed one, so
Gotcha.
I got 2 of them.
So you used to have your own shop?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
really?
Same thing. I did all the same stuff.
Really?
This shop, there is no shop tools here. It's all mine.
Wow.
So when I went through a divorce and I came over here, and I was just doing oil changes and brakes on their F-150s, and because I needed to have insurance on my kids through all of it.
Oh, sure.
And so they were like, man, you used to do a lot of engines and stuff. Do you want to try to do it here? So we started Rev Diesel and that was years ago. And
Wow.
so, yeah, everything's
crazy.
done right out of here.
So you started like at the bottom and just
you met the owner earlier. He's a great guy. I've known him for like 10 years. And so when I closed down the shop, he was like, dude, get over here right now. Huh. Yeah, like the forklift and stuff, that was all mine. The service trucks and all that stuff. Huh. So he just kind of picked it up from where I left off, and I still do the same thing.
Yeah. So, that's cool.
Yeah. This is just paperwork, and this is keyed the same. Everything's keyed the same. So this is all the old locks that don't have a place to go.
Do they provide that for you, like new locks?
They did it under some sort of warranty or something like that. So nice. I do need to give those back. So this drawer goes hand in hand with this drawer here. This is just a bunch of, these are weird fittings, you know, like real different stuff. Not just, I mean, these are just normal plugs, but for testing all your pressures, and this is all your gauges for checking vacuums and pressures on fuel systems and oil pressure systems, hydraulic systems. Clear fuel lines if you need to see if it's cavitating, or, you know, I got this one's like a straight one, but if you don't have room to get that in there, you can use this one.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, it's a little bit less room. And then I got extra lines to make different things.
So you use all these gauges here?
Yep, all of them. Yeah, it's really expensive to get set up to do that, but
it does look expensive.
Yeah, these are all different length. Sometimes, like if you need to test drive it, like if the problem is only during operation, you'll need to like tie the gauge to the windshield wiper. Oh. And go drive it.
The foam on this upper drawer?
Yep.
Did you do this?
I did. This came in a kit with something else that I bought, and I just used it for this.
That's genius. It looks perfect.
But, dude, I tried the foam that I was just talking to you about for my lockers. I went to Minot and Williston, Home Depot, Menards, like Acme, everywhere, and I can't find foam. Just like a sheet of flat foam.
Really?
Nowhere. Harbor Freight, nothing.
No way.
Yeah. This is a pneumatic valve spring compressor. So this is pretty cool. You put this up in this part goes on the valve itself here. Okay. And then the spring here. And when you push this button, or both, you know, one's one way, one's the other, it will compress the spring. You can pull the keepers off and pull the valves out of the cylinder heads.
No way.
Yep. Just different adapters for like Detroits and Cummins and stuff, but these are the valves that are in these engines.
Huge.
Yeah.
Goodness.
This is just lapping compound if you need to clean one up. I vacuum test all the cylinder heads, and if they don't hold vacuum, I'll pull the spring, lap the valves until they do hold vacuum. This is my little warranty bin when tool trucks come. I always check this when they get here and see if there's any. That was the only way I never remember to get my stuff warrantied. And now I made it a habit to check the bin before I get on the truck.
That's cool. That's a pro tip right there.
Yeah. It's a game changer. My kids put the tools in there for me, and they check it every time.
It's funny, like every toolbox tour I do, there's like broken tools. He's like, yeah, I gotta get that warranted. Yeah. I'm like,
make a bin. Make a bin. Get used to doing that, because it's you'll get your stuff warranted way faster.
Awesome.
This is just straps. These are those books that I sell. Okay. These are just straps. Everybody here has a drawer full of these straps, and it's common that the drawers are empty. That's how much rigging and stuff we have going on in here. We'll have engines and crankshafts and stuff that all have straps. I keep a couple of these really clean for like when we clean a crankshaft and we have to install it. We'll make sure to I take these home and I put them in my washing machine and make sure they're clean before we do that. Wow. Before assembly, I clean my coveralls, I clean my straps, I clean all the microfibers and everything, and then we assemble them.
Wow. So this is like
it's
like a laboratory clean.
It's nice, man. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, I've also had to rebuild these in like scoria mines and shit where it's not clean at all and it's dusty and windy. I mean, they can take some dirt, but we're in a facility, we're out of the weather, and so we're able to stay clean.
So is that a motor there that you built?
I didn't do that one. Thad did that one, but that's what we do. Jeez. They're all the same. I mean, we kind of get left to, we choose the colors, we do whatever. This one I'm doing right now, I chose tan. The far one down there I chose tan on that one, but normally I do gray. Okay. Yep, this is going to be tan and black.
Brand new. So
all the machine work's done. It's got a new deck. Can you see these inserts right here?
Whoa. Yeah.
So this is a big problem with Caterpillar engines. Look at this one here.
Oh, geez.
That's what happens. So they put the inserts in and then deck the block.
So do these typically come like completely assembled when they arrive?
They come just like this.
Oh,
This
just
is-
like that,
Yep.
okay.
There's more money here than in the rest of the toolbox combined, including the toolbox. Which
Holy yeah.
retail is like 104,000. There's more money in these two lockers than the rest,
Oh my gosh.
with the tools included.
I'm excited.
So this is for Cummins engines and Detroit. I knew we were gonna need some light.
Oh, that's
So
perfect.
there's 3 settings.
Look at that.
I'll get the lights that when you open it, but they're very expensive. This is the specialty tooling for Cummins, ISXs and N14s. These are the piston ring compressors. You just put the pistons in there, clamp them down, put the pin in. You can carry the piston hanging over and install it in there. This is a 5.5 inch bore. This is a 5.4 inch bore here. And you gotta have both. This is a seal installer for the Cummins ISX. This is a homemade seal installer for a Cummins N14.
Like what seals are you talking about?
Front and rear main seals,
okay.
so the crankshaft seals.
Gotcha.
Universal piston ring compressor. You can use it from pistons like this big to this big. These are like $8 at Napa, or maybe they might have gone up a little bit.
So you typically use those though?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the way. They take Crisco on the liner O-rings. So these are wet liner engines. So they have the cylinder bore is removable by hand. You don't need any machining to do it. You just pull them out, put Crisco on there. This is a setting fixture from Monaco Tools for when you're cutting counter bores on a Cummins. So this is where you will use this tool like this to verify that this is correct and your counter bore in the engine is exactly that far. So you set your tool up and zero it, then you take it over to the engine and you can measure however many thousandths it is out. There's also another part to it that you can use. You can extend this way out and use this as well. This kind of stuff is so expensive. This is the camshaft remover for a Cummins ISX, the 570s, 870s, 871s, 22 and 2350s. I made this, and it's made out of a snap-on puller, but it's a press to press the bearings or the liners in if you need to. But you just put the head bolts through here, put that plate on top of the liner, tighten it down, and it pushes the liner in. This here is for common rail Cummins. It kind of looks just like a wedding ring, but you put it right on here, you put it down inside the injector cup, and you tighten this down, and then when you do this, it pushes it down in the injector cup, and it swages it to reseal it. Then you smack the top of that with a hammer to make sure it gets out, and that'll fix if you have fuel in your cooling system. You can repair it with the wedding ring.
These are all tools I've never seen before.
Yeah, that's kind of why I set everything up the way I did, because I figured there's going to be questions and I'd be able to show exactly how they work.
And I love how you have these marked.
Yeah,
Cummins.
This is the Cummins N14. I'm waiting for the really old Cummins logo.
Okay.
Because there's older Cummins tools in here, and a Detroit one. So we just don't see them very often, but I'll get some.
Gotcha.
Rear main seal installers. This is for a Cummins N14 or a big cam like over there. This is for diagnosing some fuel problems on twin cam ISX Cummins. It goes in place of one of these. These are known good solenoids, so I keep them because if we suspect one is bad, I know that these 4 are good. And it's easier to do that than diagnose the ones that are on it.
Gotcha, yeah.
So just swapping them out real quick. The diagnostic for it is like 2 hours long, and it's like 30 seconds to replace one really quick. So I always pull it back off and put it in my toolbox because I know it's good. We use them as a tool, but that's the test to do that, along with this here. This is a special wrench for accessory drives on 855 Cummins and N14 Cummins. It reaches, I can show you really quick. When you have everything here, it reaches around that bolt right there.
Okay.
And the next one and the next one and all the other stuff. And you can get in like that.
Oh, yeah.
When you have everything together, you can't get a socket and an extension from the back.
Oh, really?
You have to use that. And each side is 2.5 degrees different from the other. So you might be able to get a little bit, flip it over, get a little bit more, flip it over. So this here is the reaming tool for the flywheel housings. On the flywheel housings on the back of these, you can adjust, and you got to get it centered.
Okay.
So is what you do is you put the dial caliper on the crankshaft and you roll it over until you get the flywheel housing centered, and then you re-drill the dowels and you overside the dowels and drive them in. That way your flywheel housing will stay centered. You only have to do it when you're replacing a flywheel housing or changing it from one engine to another. But if you're just pulling one off and reusing it, you don't have to. Bearing installer for the accessory drive on those engines. This here is pretty much the rest of this tool set here.
Oh,
it's
okay.
all the dies for pulling in the bearings and pushing out the bearings.
Gotcha.
These are little block off plates for the engine brakes. So you can, if you start them, they'll just squirt oil straight into the sky. So you put those on, and there's another style that'll redirect the engine oil just back.
Okay.
And then those ones actually block it off. Injector diagnostics, you can block one off if you need to eliminate it. These are all made by Cummins and Monaco tool. Torque wrench that's set at 6 inch-pounds for adjusting the overhead. When you're adjusting it, it'll actually click at 6 inch-pounds. These are timing wedges. This is a timing wedge set, but these are the timing wedges that you put in the camshafts to lock them in place, and then you pin the crankshaft, and then you can assemble the engine. The installers they have it's called an APR, an anti-polishing ring on the top of the Cummins liners, where you can't get the pistons through there. With the rings will get stuck in there unless you have one of these. So you have to put it in there, and then your rings will slide through here because there's like a gap in the liner that the rings will just expand into, and they'll get stuck. A hockey stick, it's a feeler gauge for adjusting the engine brakes on the ISXs. I made this, I brazed the washers on the end, but this is the Cummins accessory drive installer. You just screw that on the shaft, you flip this pipe over, and then when you tighten it, it just pushes the pulley on. Another liner press, it's the same thing for the one that I made, but this one's made by Monaco tool for an N14. This is the rest of it here. And the accessory drive stuff for the same engine. These are more alignment studs, things for cam followers and things like that. You need to align them up before you install them.
Okay.
You just cut the head of the bolt off and put a screwdriver slit there, so when you're done you can screw them out. That's all for the 855 engines. These are all the cleaning brushes and hones. I just used the paint things from Snap-on and then filled them with foam, stuck everything in there.
Genius.
This kit here is made by Mac Tools, or rebranded by Mac or something, but it comes in a box like this big.
No way.
Yeah, it's huge. So this is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
This is a 5.5 inch hone, and then different size hones for different things that we use.
So I'm curious, like, I know we're just like right in the middle. Did you go to school for this?
Yeah, I did. I wouldn't ever direct anybody away from school, but like I said, I was so young. I was like doing this stuff with my dad, and then I'd go to school and learn how like the cycles of an engine or something like that. And so I was further in school than I should have been.
Oh, okay.
So I learned a lot there, but I was getting the experience after school.
That's cool.
So I would never tell anybody not to go to school, because there's definitely a reason and a place for that. I'm just kind of a unique situation where I was at work with my dad already.
Gotcha.
My kids are like, you know, they're here with us right now. They're here. The school bus drops them off here. So they're just here all the time, and then through the summer they're here.
That's
they tear the engines down for us. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. This here is the tool that you use to put the camshaft in of a Detroit. You hang the camshaft in there and they install from the top. You don't have to slide them in from the front. Just a nice tool to rig it up. This is all the same stuff that you just saw, but for Detroit engines. This holds your rocker shafts and everything, and all the specialty tooling to do Detroit 60 series. These are injector height gauges. That's how you set your injectors when you're adjusting them. This is the counterbore head for a Detroit. When you need to do that, you just put this head on one of these tools, whatever one you're using. These are all for different engines here. Like
Whoa.
The one that's on this block, that's how that when it's mounted. This is what they look like when they're in the box. These are very expensive. They're specialty tools, and you have to have a lot of other tooling to go with this so that you can do that job. But there's a full-size top deck, a mid-size top deck like the one that's on there, a small mid-stop, and a full-size large mid-stop. Cummins ISX, Cats, PACCAR, all, you know, pretty much got all of them. Like
That's
one
awesome.
tool will do, you know, 3306, 3406, C15 and stuff like that. So they cover multiple. These are the caps that you put down in the block so that when you're cutting it, the shavings don't land on the crankshaft.
Oh, okay.
And then I got the Milwaukee vacuum so that you can vacuum them shavings up. These are very expensive and highly specialty tools.
They look like everything in here is like super expensive.
These are the liner shims that we have to, when we use these tools, it's so that we can install these shims to raise liner protrusion. Most shops have their own counterbore tools, but I've got my own, and I wanted to keep them in my toolbox. So this is why I did non-power lockers on this side.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because you can't move. Well, I suppose you could, but it's very hard to move the power drawer in the lockers, and so that's why I did that.
And so you just bolt it to the deck, and then
So right here, you bolt it to the deck, and right now I'll pull this spacer out, and it'll set the cutting bit almost on the block. You can still spin this.
Okay.
It's not touching. Each one of these lines is 1/1000th of an inch. So you move it 1/1000th like that, and then you would, so we're still not touching. I'll just bring it down to where we're touching. Okay, so right now we're touching, like it's hard to, I can feel it. We'll go 1/1000th, and we'll, now see right there?
oh yeah,
It's 1/1000th on just the very tip. So we'll go one more. So we will do that until they get, so like on this particular engine, we want the protrusion to be 6/1000ths. And right now, say it was 4, we would take this as 30/1000ths thick. We would cut 28 out, install 30, and it would raise the liner 2/1000ths up to 6/1000ths. So that's how this tool works. The liner shims have a beveled side on them, and the bevel side goes down.
do you have to replace like the blades on them?
Yeah, they're like $90 a piece.
Jeez.
These are the blades. I've got all the different engines.
Okay.
That's the head bracket for lifting the Detroit 60 cylinder heads. It just, you hook it right onto it and lift the heads off.
Nice.
Ring compressors and stuff. This is, oh, I need my light. That's why I want to get the lights.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they turn on. No, like, it's pretty well lit in here, so I don't really worry about it too much. I was doing a test on a mechanical fuel pump one time, so I made these tools with those cups back there so I could measure the fuel that was going into them. I don't really want to hang these, but this stuff, if you coil it up, you can like almost never get it to relax again.
Yeah. Did it work out when you used
it did.
That's
Yep.
cool.
Actually, I made them because we bought a fuel pump from Caterpillar, and I suspected that there was something wrong with it, and I had to prove that there was something wrong with it before we could file a warranty claim on it. It was like a $12,000 fuel pump.
Jeez.
And so I put this on all 6 of them to see if one of the individual pumps inside the pump was pumping, and only the problematic cylinder had debris in it. It was full of like rust or something, so it was able to show it in the cup. Sent them pictures and they warrantied everything out. They actually sent somebody here to redo it. This is the same stuff that you just saw, but this is all Caterpillar equipment. This is just a 2x4 that I drilled holes in, and the nozzles stand in it, so you can just set it off the side and keep your injectors nice and organized. Often you put them back in the same hole. Caterpillar C15, like this is a dipstick removal tool. The dipsticks in these get seized in the block, so you go from underneath and you can drive them out without damaging them, so you can reuse them again. This is a very expensive set from Snap-on. It's a slide hammer dowel removal tool. These dowels right here, all of the dowels in the engine, they go right there, and then it's a collar that slides onto them. When you tighten it down, then you can slide hammer the dowels out. These ones too.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's it's like $3,200.
Jeez. That's nice though. You don't like ruin the dowels.
Yep, they're reusable. You can put them back in. This is the head bolt tap. That's actually a cap part number. I think it's probably just the normal tap socket that come in the kit somewhere. Injector cup cleaning brush. This is the injector cup removal tool and the installer tool. These are those bits I said were really expensive for these bits right here. They're
it's funny they come in those little envelopes.
The lifter board or lifter removal tool for like B model cats. And a brake saver. You know, this cages the brake savers on these. They have a hydrostatic retarder in the back. It's kind of like a torque converter that works backwards to slow the engine down. And so that cages it when you're pulling it apart. A long time ago, like 20 years ago, me and one of my friends, we needed to do that job, and we made these to lock it in there so we could pull it apart. And like a year ago, I texted him and I was like, dude, what were those for? I remember doing this job, like what were they for? And since then, I forgot that I had these and I bought the actual tool. He's like, dude, those are for a brake saver. So I checked it out, sure as crap. That's exactly what they're for. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, you can make your own if you need to. This is another one of those setting fixtures for depth if you need to. This is how you adjust the injectors on the injectors for these are like this big. And this is how you adjust them, the tools that you need. But anyway, each thing in here has its own little specific job to do. And
that's amazing.
It's crazy. This is a mechanical engine computer. It's a timing meter. It's a functioning one. They're very hard to get your hands on, and anybody that does have one won't sell it.
Really?
No, then it's so hard. But this is like early computer stuff.
Oh wow.
That it takes, and you plug the transducers. It's got a timing pickup that reads the flywheel, and a transducer that reads pressure on the fuel pump, and so it makes sure that it's in, like you can advance or retard your timing where you need it to with this, and this is the only way to do it. Most of if you pull these screws out, the back of this board says Snap-on on it.
Really?
Yep. They're really hard to get, they're really expensive, and nobody wants to sell them.
That's
And
cool.
most of the ones that you can buy right now are non-functional.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's a valuable tool. Right?
It is. It's very valuable. You can wing it and do it by sound and time the engine by the way that it runs and stuff like that. But this is how you dial them in. This is the transducers that go with that. It's just a little magnetic. It's just like a camshaft position sensor of the early days.
Okay.
Just reads the timing. This is a pretty cool tool that not very many people have, but when the rear main seals are installed in the housing and you need to remove them, this collapses and you can push it in there. After you, the seal comes out, there's still a speedy sleeve on the crankshaft that you need to remove. So you push this in there, and then you use this tool and you grab it with a wrench here. You use this tool, and when you roll it over, it cuts that speedy sleeve off the crankshaft. And then you just grab it with your fingers and pull it out of there.
How do you compress that? Just with your hands?
Just with your hands.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
you can just push it right in there.
I see.
This just protects the housing from getting damaged from this, so that's all it does. Front and rear main seal installers for all the different Cat engines. This is for a Super Duty for the front axle. And a tire gun here. This is the Cat exhaust manifold. When they break the studs off, this is the fixture that you use to drill them out so you don't get off center. There's cooling ports near and around those holes, so if you do get off center or whatever, you can ruin the head.
That wouldn't be good.
I've seen that a few times now. This is for, I think, a GM axle nuts, but I ground the outside, and now I use it to install gear train bushings on the cats. They sell a tool for it, but this works, so like it works, so
yeah.
don't really need to buy it. Caps and plugs and things. This is a tire pressure setup. This is all the sensors, TPMS computer. This is for a Ford 8.8, installing some races in the rear ends, stuff like that. So I don't really use that anymore. Oil change stuff. These are solvent guns. So they're Venturi. You just stick them in brake cleaner solvent or whatever, and you hook an airline up, and they high pressure blow it out there. Okay. Oil filter stuff. I don't really use too much of this anymore. And lifting eyes. Like I said, there's a lot of times where this drawer will be empty because we're using all this stuff.
Really?
Yeah, we got so much stuff rigged up all the time, moving it around and putting cylinder heads on and things like that. I mean, the shop, the company, I guess, has a bunch of their own, but this is just mine. We do end frames also, and sometimes the customers just won't have enough money to pull the engine and pull the crankshaft and stuff, and so we'll give them the option if they want us to try to save it, and we'll do our best to sand her down and take this construction string right here and metal polish, and you wrap the string around the lobe like 3 or 4 times, and then you just polish it. You can use shoelace and stuff, but a lot of times there's not enough clearance where the bearing goes for shoelace, so this construction stuff works just fine. I get asked a lot what metal polish is the best. I've used probably like 10 different ones, and I think they all work the same. So
really?
I think you can probably just buy metal polish or something like that and it'd work. This is a hot plate in a pot. The aluminum pistons out of an 855. This is not one, but you boil them and it'll expand them, and then you can get the wrist pin in.
Okay.
So that's what you need to do that. You can also use an oven or something like that. This is a timing jig for it. Measures the push rod travel. It's got 2 big gauges on it, and you use it to time the 855s and M14s. Just moly grease that we use for the head bolts. And then after that, the Milwaukee pack out. The bolts that you see bolted in the top of that block over there are, man, this almost broke TikTok. The video went crazy. Everybody thought I was just storing my bolts, like a bolt bin. They thought I was storing my bolts in pack outs. This is a tool. This is, walk over here so you can. This is what they're used for when you need to clamp these liners in the block.
Oh, okay.
And they have a cotton resin washer on them, so that allows the height difference between the two and non-marring. And this is like $550.
Gee.
And so so everybody's like, I can't believe you store your bolts like that. It's like, I store my tool like that.
I love that. So does this kind of just simulate like having bolted together?
It clamps it down. Everything's fixed and nice and ready to measure.
I see.
And then you take your measurements.
Gotcha. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. They're like, don't take your truck there. They must charge so much if they keep their bolts in Milwaukee pack outs. But anyway, that's another set of them. Okay. And then this is just my consumables, heat shrink connectors and things like this. So if I was to do this over, I would do just these. I wouldn't do these. Okay. They're handy, but not for what I use them for. This is way better. This one here is the shops, and it's the same thing, but the little parts that, cooling nozzles and stuff for the engines. Nice. And then this is the part, that's a crankshaft and the overhaul kits and all of that. Right behind you here, this is the fixture, the load bar that we use to install and remove the engines. It's adjustable, so you can rock the engine both ways, made by OTC.
So this will take one of these motors?
Oh yeah, no problem. We do it all the time.
Wow.
I'll send you a clip or whatever so you can or put it in the video.
I'd love to see that.
But yeah, and then this is a connecting rod clamp. So like you just take one of these connecting rods out of these things and you can clamp it in place and then assemble your pistons, your rings and stuff like that. Lubricate everything, put your ring compressor on it, and then install them. This is the injector tester for the B models and C models. You just put this handle right here in here and go, and it'll mechanically inject the fuel through it. You can use diesel fuel, but since it's flammable under that much, when it's atomized and under pressure like that, they say use a calibration fluid of some kind, but we just use diesel. And a big icon bar that doesn't fit in my toolbox anymore. That don't fit in that.
That's awesome. And I love this. It's like a workbench.
Yeah, we all have one. They're made to our own. We make them to our own height.
No way.
So yeah, they're perfect. This one's mine, that one's Thad's, and that one's Jackson's.
That's amazing.
And, yeah, so.
Look at that.
They're
like super stout.
They are. Yeah, we set, I'll set three 500-pound cylinder heads on this. And there's a cylinder head right there.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah.
Such an amazing setup.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's an overhaul kit on the top of my toolbox. That's not mine. That's one of my friends, Jake. And I've done a couple videos on that, but it's still his. I
love that. Gosh. Well, before we wrap up, I don't know if you got to see Aaron Colton's Toolbox tour.
I did, yeah.
So I know that was several boxes ago, but it's difficult to film one and then have the next one show up, if that makes sense. So even though this video is going to come out several videos later, he wanted to give somebody the next Toolbox tour this knife.
Oh, right on.
And so it's going to go to you.
Aaron, that's super cool, man. Which guy was that?
And then this, I think is Jamie James. Yeah. So whoever the next person you do a Toolbox tour with, this is a gift for them.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
No, absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I actually asked you about this.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Sweet. Well, thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that. That's super cool. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm glad it got to you.
Yeah, I am too. Because when I saw that, I was like, oh, yeah. I like the pay it forward thing. So
that's so cool.
Yesterday, I went to Minot and picked up this 3/8 Gen 2 Milwaukee. It's an M12.
The Gen 2. No way.
So it's got a battery, a bag, and the charger in here. And here's the receipt if we need to return it for any reason or something like that. But I'm going to give this to. So we're going to pick or Dustin here is going to pick a random commenter on his video, and you must be subscribed to his page, like the video, and leave a comment. And he's going to pick a random person to send this to, and I'll pay shipping. And so yeah, this is one of your guys. Just make sure you like the video, subscribe to Toolbox Tours, and comment.
I love that. Charlie, man, thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah,
I hope
cool.
it gets to somebody that needs it.
Yeah, so I have one, and you saw it, and I use the crap out of that thing.
Oh my gosh.
550 foot-pounds. It'll take the connecting rods out of these big engines.
No way.
3/8 with the small battery, the little tiny one.
That's so awesome.
If we do need to return it for any reason, I'm going to send the receipt with it. So
I love that. Well, check out Charlie's TikTok and YouTube. Man, thank you so much for having me out.
I appreciate it.
This has been great. I've never seen anybody that does anything remotely close to this. So it's really cool. And you have so many specialty tools. I love that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Seriously, so cool. But if you have a setup you'd like to have featured on this channel, you can hit me up on Instagram or just send me an email. Till the next one, we'll see you.